Yo, what's up guys, welcome back to my channel. So this is going to be a different kind of video. It's kind of like a quick tips video, but this is going to be a long haul of a video. So depending on how quickly this takes me to explain, depending on how it will basically, how long the video will be. So hopefully it's not too long, hopefully I can get the information out as quickly as possible to you guys who want to get this Galaxy Opal Damian Lillard. So just so you guys are fully aware, you have to get 2,000 cards. I'm fairly sure you guys are aware of this. You have to get 2,000 cards in order to get this Damian Lillard. Now, is he worth 2,000 cards? I will have a video out another day, probably tomorrow, on whether this card's worth 2,000 cards. Now, in terms of my strategy going into getting this, so basically on stream, what I did, I started out at 1,560 something cards. I think that was about 11 or 10 p.m. By 2 or 3 a.m., I have got the card. Now, I'm going to show a screenshot on screen of how much MT I ended up with. Guys, I had to purchase 450 cards. It cost me 650,000 MT. I wish I was exaggerating, but I'm not. That's how much MT I started with, and I ended up with like 20,000 MT by the time I was finishing it. If you guys do go on to enjoy today's video, if you could drop a like in the video and subscribe to the channel for brand new around here, why not? It is free, and it helps your boy out tremendously. Alright, so in terms of the basic strategy that I had going into this, so the first thing I had was these heat check cards. So this whole section was full. This section was full. I'm currently in the process of selling them as well. I have 30 plus of them in my... Oh, well, I did have 30 plus of them in. So maybe some of them are starting to sell. But as you can... Well, yeah. You might see this when you're starting to sell them back on. I've been noticing this quite a little bit. Just trying to sell them back is proven to be a little annoying. But you can get some decent prices for them. Like someone bought a Seth Curry for 3,600. So made a decent profit on him. So the basic strategy I had going into this was snipe the cards for under their value. So what I've done a few videos on this snipe filter, and it's proven to be one of my favorite snipe filters in the game. So it's 1,500, and what you're doing is you're picking up cards that appear for 1,500. Say this Avery Bradley right now, okay? So if I just quickly go to this Avery Bradley in the collection, if we find in the auction house, 1,500. There's one for 1,700 there. So the one for 1,400 is gone. The 1,450. Now, if you want to treat this as sort of like a rent-a-card system, again, you're gonna need a lot of MT in order to do this, depending on how far away you are. But you're treating it as sort of a rent-a-card, because unless you're going for Tatum, you're probably gonna sell these cards back. That's what I've been doing, because I'm not a fan of having all these heat check cards, because they're worth way too much for me to just be storing them in my club. So I'm trying to get rid of them as quickly as I can. So the strategy is you're going to be buying cards for 1,500, or depending on what the situation with the market is when you guys search. So I'm going to pick up this as a Robbie, just so you guys are fully aware. Now, once this card is in your club, you are basically having it sit there until you get your 2,000 cards. Now, what you do then is once you get your 2,000 cards, you only have to sell this card for 1,700 to make a little bit of profit. You're not looking to lose MT. Like, if we can help it, we're not looking to lose MT. So if I go to that Isaiah Robbie card again in the actual auction house, and if I choose to find it, I can quickly sell on this card for 1,950. Now, what you're going to be doing is every single refresh, you are probably going to be buying every single card. So what I try to do is I try to have it to where I buy the duplicates as well as the regular cards. Because I'm buying the duplicates for 1,500, I only have to sell them for 1,700 to at least make a little bit of profit. And as you can see with some of these cards, I'm making 300-400 coins profit on these cards. So now I have basically all my collection of these cards. So all of these heat checks, all of these current day silvers, I have bought for 1,500, and as you can see, they sell instantly for 1,500. But I'm not looking just to break even or lose a bit of profit, because I've gone in with a strategy of I'm gonna snipe these cards and get them for a little bit under their value. As you can see, there's none of them for 1,500. Again, you can just say there's cards. Obviously, there's a field for 1,700. If the cheapest buy now for a card is 1,600. You might as well just list it for the 1,700, because odds on the card is going to sell, because there's a mixture of lazy buyers who can't be bothered to scroll, so they just buy the first one, and you know it's only 100 MT. So why wouldn't you? I just realized I don't have this Torrey Craig card, so I'm gonna pick this one up. I probably shouldn't have, but I mean, why not? Just so I can show you guys this method. So again, you go down for 1,500. You can see some of these cards here, Malik Monk and Jakar Sampson. So you're then going to go onto the market. Because they're duplicates, they're not going to go straight into the collection. You're selling on your duplicates so you can make extra MT on top of the MT that you're going to be losing. So this card, I think I'll make like 80 MT on it. So it's not tremendous, but it's not, you know, it's profit at the end of the day. And of course, you're going to be filling up your collection with all sorts of cards. Like guys, there's these silvers, there's the heat checks, there's jerseys, there's coaches. If you've done domination, like obviously there's historic dom and heat check dom, and of course all-time dom, there's a lot of cards available to be picked up there. So I'm just going to quickly list this card up for 1,750. I'm not going to buy any more silvers just because it's taking up a lot more spots that I need for these heat check cards, because these heat check cards are proven to be an absolute pain to sell, and I have no clue why. Now, in terms of the heat check cards, what you're looking for, so you're looking again for the cheapest buy now. Now, as of doing this yesterday, the cheapest buy now for a lot of heat checks 1,005. It looks to me like they're a lot more on the market. So it looks like the cheapest is about 1,450. So what I would recommend, say a lot of them are popping up for 1,500. You only have to pick them up for 1,350, and then say you sell it for 1,500, you basically broke even on the card. So what I would do is I would just sit on this. Look at that, and then you can just pick up all these cards. I'm probably gonna pick up this one. Yeah, so there's 1,000, there's 950. Again, guys, you're picking up all these cards just so that you can store them in your collection, and then once you're done with the cards, you can then sell the cards on for profit. Again, I started this with about 650,000 MT. I currently have 372,000. I have all these cards to sell. I have all these cards to sell. I have a few current day ones as well that I had to pick up. I have my jerseys to sell. I have coaches to sell. So basically, I might end up with like 800, 900k by the time I'm done with this. So again, guys, your strategy is not to just buy every single card you see. Your strategy is to undercut what the current market value is worth. So say for silvers, they go for 1,000, or they go for around 1,600. You're looking to buy them for 1,450 to 1,500, because if you buy for 1,500, you only have to sell for 1,700 just so you can actually break even / make a little bit of profit. So just a quick brief rundown to get the 2,000 cards. Again, guys, I started with 1,560 before I went for Damian Lillard. Spent over 600k to get my Damian Lillard and to get the extra 450 cards, because I was buying them for 1,500, you know, with heat checks as well, because heat checks were a little more expensive than they were. So again, guys, we're on another refresh. You want to pick up so cards like these, Dotson, Jalen Adams, all for 1,500. You want to be picking them up. Dotson's already gone. And then just because you only have to sell them for 1,700 to make profit, but also break even. And obviously, if you have quite a bit of MT, you can obviously potentially keep all these 2,000 cards. I'm kind of undecided what I'm doing in terms of Tatum, so I've just sold them all just so I can get my MT back. Again, I have a lot of cards waiting to be sold. I have a lot of cards I still need to sell. I have a lot of cards that I've sold. As you can see, just mountains of profit. I picked up this Seth Curry for 1,500. Someone bought him for 3,600. I couldn't tell you why, but someone did. Okay, guys, quick, just brief rundown of the strategy. You're going to be, depending on what your console is looking like, say the cheapest silvers for the 2021 season are going for 1,600, 1,700. You want to just basically undercut 10%, and you want to snipe the cards for 10% what they're worth. So that when you finally get Tatum, you're then gonna list up the cards for basically to make profit, as well as getting the Damian Lillard card. And guys, you can do this with the 2021 season. You can do this with the heat check cards. You can do this with a lot of different cards that have been added to the market, because a lot of cards got added to the market at the start of season 4. So there's a lot of room for you guys to pick up new cards. Of course, there is gold cards as well that I own for like 1,000 at the moment. There's emerald cards you want to pick up as well. Bronzes you can kind of go to. I think they're around 800 or 900, but there's not a lot of them for 800 or 900. So bronzes are kind of a hit or miss. But the majority, I would say, if you're looking to sell them on for profit after you're done with Lillard, stick to these silver cards, because It's literally where I've made all my MT doing this. It's where I basically could afford Opal Jimmy Butler just doing this method. It's just such an incredible sniping method. So guys, that's it for the brief rundown of the video. If you guys have any issues going for Lillard, please let me know in the comments. I'll more than happily get back to you guys and try and help you out. If you have enjoyed the video, please drop a like in the video, subscribe to the channel if you're brand new around here, and I shall see you guys all later. Take care and peace.